Hey, what's going on, guys? Coming at you with an updated deck profile, and today I'll be showing you guys my trap monsters. So starting off, we have the Triple Calculator. This is basically the boss monster and the win condition of the deck. When you summon this, when you have a bunch of other trap monsters on board, the levels just stack up really quickly to where this thing can easily get to 5 or 6, even 7,000 attack. If you're playing like 1 or 2 Metal Reflex lines, which I don't in this version, you could get it up to like 8 or 9,000 attack. So just overall, it's basically the main way to have to get damage on board and actually be able to win the game a little quicker is through Calculator and just the high attack that you can get to pretty quickly. Then for the final monster, we have the Two Great Peter's Commandment. I play this because I play a bit of a Necro Valley engine. I play Necro Valley because it is a pretty good floodgate right now that doesn't take up any back row, which is good considering that my back row clogs up really easily with all the trap monsters that I play. And it also is just another card I can dump out of my hand under Demise. And I play Commandment over the Terraformings because it is a monster that I can summon if I already have a Necro Valley. It's 2100 under Necro Valley, and then it is a level 4 that I can use to go in the rank 4 plays. So that's it for monsters. For spells, we have the triple card Demise. I will say between the previous decks I posted that used Demise, this really is kind of one of the weaker ones. It's one of the ones that doesn't dump out the hand as easily, especially when you consider the continuous trap cards in the deck that can clog up your back row. But still, Demise is really good, especially early game, just to get to your trap monsters that you need, especially Statue of Anguish pattern, and just thin out your deck pretty quickly to where you can fill up your back row and really just put pressure on your opponent. Then we have the Triple Pod Duality, and then the 1 Upstart Goblin for extra consistency. We're still playing the 2 Magic Planter because obviously we don't want to have our continuous trap cards clogging up our back row for too long. It just helps us get rid of a dead back row, a dead continuous trap, and be able to draw 2 cards off of it to clear up some space. Then we have the 2 Necro Valley. Of course, since we played a 2 Commandment, just really good right now. Against Burning Abyss, against PK Fire, against Cosmo, against Monarch, and again, it does not take up a back row slot, which is really important for this deck. Then for the final spell, we have the 1 Raigeki. For the traps, we have the triple Statue of Anguish pattern. This basically is the best card in the deck. It's basically what makes trap monsters somewhat decent, I'll say. What he does basically is he's a level 7 trap monster, 0 attack, 2500 defense. As long as you control another trap monster, he cannot be targeted by opponent's card effects. And then every time I summon another trap monster while he's on the field, I get to destroy a card. It's not once per turn, and you can resolve it multiple times in the chains, so it's just really good to be able to combo off your other trap cards, to be able to pop multiple cards and just disrupt your opponent's plays. And obviously, also, is really good against Burning Abyss because with it not being able to be targeted and having a 2500 booty makes it really hard for them to get over. Then we have the triple Abyss Stun Ray. Level 5 light trap monster, 1900 attack, 0 defense, and cannot be destroyed by battle. So I like this over, say, playing like a Metal Reflex slime, just because it can't be destroyed by battle, so it does the same purpose. And also it has a decent attack where you can use it offensively. And of course it is a level 5 light, which you can use to go into rank 5s like Pleiades. Then we have the 2 Cyber Shadow Gardener. This is probably the best one to combo off with Statue of Anguish pattern. You can only activate it during your opponent's main phase. It summons itself, and then if your opponent were to attack into it, it just copies the attacking monster's stats. And then during the end phase, it resets itself in its own spell and trap card zone, which means that you can just keep flipping this turn after turn after turn to continually get destructions off of Statue of Anguish pattern. Then we have the 2 Tiki Curse and 2 Tiki Soul. These are some level 4 trap monsters. Curse is 1800 attack, 1000 defense, and Soul is 1000 attack, 1800 defense. With Curse, it basically turns your other trap monsters into Catastor, to where if they battle an opponent's monster, that monster will get destroyed at the end of the damage step. And then with Soul, it's kind of like makes your other trap monsters floaters in a way, to where if another trap monster were to be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can just reset it in its own spell and trap card zone, which again, similar to Cyber Shadow Gardener, can combo off very well with your Statue of Anguish pattern. Then for the final trap monster, we have the 2 Zone of the Spirit. Another level 4, 1800 attack, 500 defense. It summons itself in defense position, and then if it gets destroyed by battle by your opponent's monster, they take damage equal to the attack of that monster. So this is something you can crash into to get damage. It's something that your opponent may be hesitant to attack into because they don't want to take damage. And it is a level 4 Dark along with Tiki Curse, which can allow you to go into Master Key Beetle. Then to support the trap monsters, we have the Triple Imperial Custom. This simply says that other continuous traps on the field, including your opponents, cannot be destroyed by card effect, or cannot be destroyed in general, except Imperial Custom. So what that means for the trap monsters is that they cannot be destroyed by battle and they cannot be destroyed by card effects. And then if you combine that with Statue, you'll have Statue that can't be destroyed by battle, can't be destroyed by card effects, and cannot be targeted, which is just insane. It's really hard to get over. So Imperial Custom is a card you need to see as early as possible to be able to stall out and just kind of lock out your opponent from being able to get over your board. Then for a bit of a Solemn Trio, we have the 2 Solemn Strike and 1 Solemn Warning. And then the 1 Chaos Trap Hole for another counter trap. I like the 1 Chaos Trap Hole, as I've said in previous decks, over a Third Strike because of its matchups against Burning Abyss and against Monarchs. And with this deck kind of being a very low tier deck, you kind of need these counter traps to kind of stay alive against some of the meta decks to be able to try to stop their plays, especially if your trap monster engine isn't really going too well. Then for the final trap, we have the 2 Stormy Mirror Force for a bit of battle protection and also a battle trap that does get over floaters. So that is it for the main deck. Total of 40 cards. It is 5 monsters, 12 spells, and 23 traps. Now on to the extra deck. So starting off for rank 4s, we have Abyss Dweller, Castel, Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon, Diamond Dire Wolf, Gaga Cowboy, Gaga Samurai if you need some extra damage, 101, 106, the combo of 39 Utopia and S39 Utopia to Lightning, and then finally the number 66 Master Key Beetle, since Zoma the Spirit and Tiki Curse are darks, and you can use these to protect your trap monsters and also protect Imperial Custom. Then for rank 5s with our Abyss Stun Ray, we have Artifact Durendal and then Constellar Pleiades. For rank 7s with Statue, we have the number 11 Big Eye and Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. So that's it for the extra deck. Now to wrap it up with the side deck. Starting off, we have the triple MST. Obviously, Royal Decree just absolutely ruins this deck, so you need something to be able to get over it. Unfortunately, you don't really want to discard in this deck, so that's why I play the MST over, say, a Twin Twister, even though I would love to play Twin Twister, just to be able to get over 2 back row at once. Then we have the 1 Royal Tribute. This is something you could main since in this deck, since I do play the Necro Valley engine, but I just don't really like having this against Burning Abyss because you just would never want to activate this against him. It's really good against Cosmo, though, really good against Monarch, so it's something that I'll side into if I keep the Necro Valleys in. Then we have the triple Imperial Iron Wall for Cosmo, the triple Masket Restrict for Monarch, double Magic Deflector to stop Twin Twisters. Do keep in mind, though, if you're Imperial Custom, the ruling with it is if you have Custom up and you have, say, a Never Continuous Trap, if they target, like, say, Imperial Custom and a Never Continuous Trap, Imperial Custom will be destroyed, but the other Continuous Trap will not because it will still be on the field until the chain resolves. Because, of course, it protects your other Continuous Traps from being destroyed. And then the same is true if, like, say they play Dark Hole Raigeki, obviously, it protects them from that. But Magic Deflector just gives you a bit more protection if you don't have Custom. Then we have the 1 Chaos Trap Hole to side out for Solemn Strikes in certain matchups, the 1 Macrocosmos, and then finally the 1 Soul Drain. So that is it for this updated deck profile on Trap Monsters. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and also follow me on Twitch for some live Xbox One gaming. I have a couple more deck profiles with Card Demise coming here shortly. They will be Barrier Statue, Stun, and Chain Beat, so do be looking forward to those. And I will catch you guys next time.